What's going on, trash cans? We are back with some White Flare ETB action. We have one sealed, two sealed, and we're gonna rip these bad Larrys open and see if we can get that restaurant, that Victini, something spicy. Now, if you're not familiar with the set, there is God packs in the set where the entire pack is an illustration rare, and at the end is an SIR. So, the best bet would be that we get one of those. What's up, Slayer? Welcome in, welcome in. We are looking super forward to opening some White Flare. We have not opened Pokemon in quite some time. This is the newest quote drop. It did come out with Black Bolt the weekend prior, but as we know, this came out actually a week later. So we got this right mirror. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do one ETB at a time and see what kind of action we can get here. So we have this nice little slice right here. Open this bad Larry up. How are you doing, Slayer, on this fantastic Monday evening? Put that down there. Put this over here. Yeah. All right. Oh, yeah. Nice and fresh like all the extra stuff that we don't care about. We got the promo. We got the sleeves. Sleeves are actually pretty cool. And we got the packs. The rest is trash. Like us. Yeah. I appreciate that. How was work today? Was work fantastic? Did you slay it? See what I did there? I thought it was funny. Alright, see what this... We have the Tornadus 210 Scarlet Violet promo. It's pretty cool. We know the deal. We gotta send it off to PSA to get graded. Alright, here we go. We got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 packs of White Flare, and we're going to rip her open. Let's see what we have. We have this ETB. We're going to ETB by ETB. We're going to see which one gets better, the first one or the second one. Straight on my camera a little bit, and let's get to ripping. First time we are seeing the White Flare. All right. A little bit downward angle. This way we capture all the beautiful cards we're about to open. We have a Diano, Basculin, Pig, Quobat, Tool Scrapper, Swanna. We have Gigalith, the reverse Main Fu, reverse Patrat, kind of sounds like Packrat from Magic the Gathering. Oh, we're starting off with a little EX action. This is our first EX of White Flare. We have the Hydreigon EX. Now, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool. They brought back that old style foiling, so that's why the card's like this, but basic energy. Basic EX off the first pack. Let us see what pack number 2 has to offer us. Alright, we have pack number 2, Deerling, Roggenrola, Lampent, Ducklet. It's a cute Ducklet. We have Sock. Oh, I definitely messed this up. Give me 1 second. I need to I normally spread out the commons and the uncommons, and I definitely just put them all in the same pile in the first pack. Helps with organizing. We're good. We're back. We're fine. Everything's fine. We have a Kevin Durant. Another Tool Scrapper. Ooh, the Poké Ball Garbodor. Channel mascot. Hot damn. That's really cool. I forgot they put this in this English set. The Poké Ball Garbodor. That's really cool. All right, we got our first hit. Let's get a who's that Pokemon? I wonder if we'll get the Pokeball and the Garbodor. The Garbodor SIR. That would be sick. All right, here we go. Here we go. All right. First illustration of White Flare we have the Panseer. That is absolutely gorgeous. What a beautiful card right there. And the rare Verizon Wireless. And we got the Hollow Foil Energy. Well, that's pretty cool. Got that over there. All right, let's get this in a penny sleeve right quick. Little Panseer action. Hot damn. First illustration of pack number 2. The set does have a lot of illustration rares in it, so I do anticipate that when people open this product, you will have more hits, per se. But that's just my thought process on it. All right, we have a Zweilous. Another Patrat. Cottony. We have Tepig. Sawsbuck. Stoutland. Ferrothorn. We have the reverse Stunfisk. Reverse Liepard. And the Tornadus. Basic Fire Energy. Doo-doo. Alright. Panseer's very pretty. Alright, we have a Duhuat. Zorua. Swadloon. Herdier. We have a Watchdog. Kind of looks like a prairie dog, actually. Semi-Seer. Ferrothorn. The Zweilous Pokeball action. The edge has me confused because, like, I don't know if it's like laser or the way it's just cut. It's pretty cool. Or if it's just like the way that the Pokeball is like etched into it. We have a Goth Edel. We have EX number 2 coming in as Bouffalant EX. Very nice. A basic darkness energy. I was going to say metal, but if it's not metal, metal's not the right answer. Alright, we have Panseer. Shelmet. Grillish. Another Duhuat. Galvantula. It's an electric spider. Energy retrieval. Sigilyph. Another Poké Ball. This is the Lillipup. Yeah, I don't know how these are gonna grade the way that like the edge has like the reflection. I don't know if it's that's weird. Ooh, another illustration rare. Illustration rare or special illustration rare number 2 coming in. Who's that Pokemon we have? The Herdier illustration rare. Very nice. That is really cool, actually. Very pretty. And the Chandelure rare. And the Hollow Foil Energy. I kind of am a fan of these new energies, by the way. They are very pretty. All right, let's get another penny sleeve, and we'll slap this into a sleeve. That's hit number 2. Now, whether or not these illustration rares are worth anything is a different story, but still really cool. Still really cool. Like I said, God Pack will have the whole pack as an illustration rare. But all right, we have Pansear, Dino, Woobat, Cat Rat number 3, Heatmore. We're probably going to see a lot of repeats since the set has only a base of 86 cards, so there's going to be a lot of repetition. Ignition Energy, Mandibuzz, Reverse Liepard, Reverse Gigalith, the Holofoil Archeops. The basic water energy. The foiling in the back of the pack always has me messed up because I'm like, oh, it's not really shiny. It's actually just the base rare because of the way that they're now doing the foil. I know it's kind of like a throwback to the old style, but I'm not saying I don't like it. All right, we have Blitzel. We have Zweilous. Cat Rat number 4, full play set. Cottonee. I believe this is Liepard number 3. Like I said, a lot of repeats in this small numbered set. Durant. Be a lot like Paldean Fates, I think, where you're chasing the... Ooh. The Gigalith Poké Ball. That's really cool. We have the Oshawott. Reverse. EX number 3 coming in is the Reshiram EX. Very nice. And a basic Darkness Energy. So the EXs are considered a hit. It's just we're setting apart the illustration rares on the hit display. And then we will still do a hit recap at the end. For those that are tuning in later. All right, we have Blitzel. We have Zweilous. Cottonee. Litwick, Drudigon, Sharon, Sawsbuck, Heatmore. We have the Scrafty, both reverse. And these are Rourke Rare. This is the Hollow Foil Fire Energy. Very cool. Very, very cool. Alright, last pack out of ETB at number 1. Last pack magic we have. Not a god pack. That is okay. We have a Swaddle, Vanillite, Purloin, Lillipup, Garbodor, regular. There's a Garbodor SR that we do want. Semi-Seer. We have Laveni. The Poké Ball Semi-Seer. Very nice. The Vanillish. And the Chandelure Rare with the base fighting energy. Alright, so hit recap for ETB number 1. For the most part, I just set up I collect a bunch of them, and then I list them on eBay and start the bid at 99 cents, and whatever they sell for, they sell for. I think right now I have probably 6, 12, 18, 24. I probably have roughly 3,000, I would say more like 4,000 bulk. We're about to do our hit ratio right now, Corona. We have the Semi-Seer Pokeball, which is really cool. I do like the Pokeball. The Reshiram EX. I just don't know how the Pokeballs are going to grade since the foiling like gets on the edge of the card. I don't know if they'll count that as against the card. We have the Gigalith Pokeball, the Lillipup Pokeball, the Bouffalant EX, the Zweilous Pokeball, the Garbodor Pokeball, yeah, like the edge up here and stuff like that, and the Hydreigon EX. And then we have the Panseer and Herdier illustration rares. So those are the hits from pack of ETB number 1. Do 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 do. The Herdier is market price of 16, but it's currently tanking right now, as all new cards do. Okay, so that's not bad. And then we got the Panseer as well. And that's market price $8.99. So, not knowing like what the rest of the stuff is worth, we did all right. We didn't do crazy. That's gonna be like what when it comes to value, this is gonna be one of those sets where you have to pull one of the bigger chases to make your money back. When it comes to it's gonna be great for kids because there's gonna be a bunch of like shiny stuff in it. But if you're looking to like rip open value, because the hit ratios are gonna be so consistent. Like if you think about the hit ratios, out of 9 packs, we pulled a hit like out of I think like 70% of the packs. What's up, Shaker? Welcome in. Welcome in. So like that's the only downside when you have a hit or a set with so many hit potentials like this set does. So again, like that's not a bad thing. I think that the cards are absolutely gorgeous. But if you're ripping for value, like some people do with Twilight Masquerade or other things, with smaller sets and higher value hits, then I wouldn't recommend doing it. Yeah, but I don't know if that answered your question, Slayer. I don't. I normally just throw it on eBay and what it sells for, it sells for. Oh, okay. I was like, would y'all believe him if I told y'all that CTV didn't come with a promo? It was because it was stuck. I was about to complain to the Pokemon company not that they would give a shit. Not that they would care whatsoever. But yeah, we'll get a full. What we'll do before the end of the stream, so we'll open everything up and then we'll actually switch our screen to TCG Player and talk to you guys while we list everything real quick that we're not going to bring to a show because we do have 2 shows this weekend. So I'll just bring the illustration rares with me because people are probably going to be collecting them and just sell them at the show, and then I'll list all the EXs and stuff like that on TCG Player, and so we can see like what prices are. Yeah, I normally, whenever I fill TCG Player orders, I normally insert an extra card of some variety, whether it be from Union Arena, Magic, One Piece, something that I've opened, and I'll slide it in there. All right, ETB number 2 coming at you fast. We have Pharaoh Seed, Trubbish, Oshawott, Yamask, Archon. That's what she should be doing. Hey, yo. Don't ban me, YouTube. We're just getting started. Stunfisk. Swoobat. Shelmet. Stoutland. Starting off with another EX, we have another Reshiram EX. Let's go. Poop Lightning. Yeah, I normally use the ETB inserts if I have orders of like 4 or 5 cards. I'll put them in submission sleeves, but I'll tape them to the in a penny sleeve to the to it, so this way it doesn't get damaged. All right, we have Joltik. He's electrifying. Gotharita. Lampent. Deerling. Drudagon. Is that the right pile? It is not the right pile. Pool Scrapper. We got a Poké Ball. Archon. A Poké Ball Stoutland. That's pretty cool. I don't think they put Master Balls in this set, though. We have the reverse Roggenrola and the rare Tornadus with the hollow fire energy. Very nice. I'm curious how they set up the TCG Player with the new set and the energies, how be able to pull them up. I'm curious if there's certain cards. 60 Sarah Angels is passing. That is insanity, bro. Why do you have so many Sarah Angels? Lampent. Plume Fossil. Like when they gave out those Restoration Angels at the Innistrad Midnight pre-release. Sewaddle. Vanillite. Sock. Watchdog. Semi-Seer. Yamask. Stunfisk. Everybody thought that promo was going to be worth money one day. It was played, and then it wasn't played. And that card went out of rotation. That card value went through the fucking floor. Like Solar Flare, like, I'm going to blink my Sun Titan. Do I win the game? I am a fan of the artwork so far. I kind of wish that they'd bring back the old borders of the Pokemon cards. Shelmet. The gold border. And Seer. We know they're not for the Mega Evolutions. There are some sick cards coming out, though. I am super excited for that. Dino. Ooh, Bat. It's definitely going to attract some new people into Pokemon, for sure. Because those cards look sick. Watchdog. Brave Bangle. We have the Garbodor. The Poké Ball Mandibuzz. Reverse Liepard. EX number 2 coming in, and it is Jellicent EX. Very nice. Yeah, no, we're it's like affording to stay in the hobby. So, I forgot to tell y'all. After the show ended on Sunday, yesterday, getting ready to leave, and there's these two dudes who are like the scalping final bosses. And their whole table, like the one dude had a no shit like JW like holdings company or whatever that stocks Walmart. Like he had one of their boxes and he was just taking product out of their box and putting it on his table. And the other guy was like, "Yeah, man, you need to get into Costco or Sam's Club, one of the two." He was like, "Because you can get 50 of the prismatic bundles per customer." He was like, "So you just show up and you buy the whole pallet out." And I'm just like, words like that make me want to hurt you. Just put you in a trash can and roll you down the hill. Annoying. Ducklet. Deerling. Boldor. Bullaby. Gigalith, Heatmore, Hilda, Reverse Sock. I wonder if that makes him inside out. Deerling, Reverse. And the rares Rourke. Ooh, we got the Hollow Foil, Grass Energy. I always say Leaf for some reason. Finally got it right. Alright. I hope the Mega Charizard is more legible than, like, and it's not just like a bunch of Terra that we had, like, on Prismatic. That's what I'm hoping for. Like, I want something that is, like, really unique. The one card I do want out of White Flare is the Reshiram. Frillish. We have DeWatt. Blitzel. Zweilous. Hilda. Stunfisk. Liepard. The Poké Ball Terrakion. We have the Reverse Litwick. And the Hollow Foil Zoroark. Ooh, and the Hollow Foil Darkness Energy. That's really cool. 3 packs. This second ETB is not as exciting as the first one was. I'll tell you that. The first one was like a great introduction to the set because it's like, oh, I gotta go get more. But now it's like, really happy I don't have more. I mean, we say that, and watch us pull like one of the SIRs. That'd be crazy. Going right up on eBay. Ducklet. Unless it's the restaurant. Then it's not. Lullaby. Sawaddle. Gothita. We have Swanna. Heatmore. Ignition Energy. Reverse Watchdog. Reverse Cottony. EX number 3. Another Bouffalant. Damn. This ETB is bricking. Christ. Maybe it's just because they seeded the packs, so like the last 2 packs are just absolute fire. That's what I'm betting on. The last 2 packs are just absolute gas. Alright, we have Joltik. Vanillite. We have Main Fu. Gothorita. Gunfisk. Stoutland. We have Lavenny. We have another Poké Ball Gigalith. Alright, we have an illustration rare, finally. I mean, Jesus. Who's that Pokemon we have? The Joltik illustration rare. That is stunning. Very pretty. The Hollow Foil Zoroark and the Poop Psychic Energy. Alright. So now we just need one more illustration rare and we will be even for the ETBs. 2 illustration rares per ETB is not bad whatsoever. Like I said, I do plan to take them to the shows with me. Just to have some of the new set. Nothing crazy in the new set, but just some of the new set. Alright, last pack of White Flare. Let's see what we got here. We have Klitwick. Lillipup. Roggenrola. Dieno. Heatmore. Sigilyph. Stunfisk. Reverse Ignition Energy. Blitzel. The Hollow Foil Parakion. Well, that was massively underwhelming, to be honest. So we have the Joltik SIR, or the Joltik IR. And we have the Gigalith Pokeball. The Bouffalant EX. The Terrakion Pokeball. Jellicent EX. Mandibuzz Pokeball. Stoutland Pokeball. And the Reshiram EX. I'm not really sure what the prices are. So we're going to keep the illustration rares. We are going to submit the ETB promos just to add to our collection because we like to keep a promo from the ETBs that we open. Let us see. So I'm going to change my monitor around real quick. We're going to do this together, actually. So do this. Do that. Do this. Do this. Sign in. Take you guys into the little, you know, back alley portion of the TCG player. All right. All right, so first thing we're going to look at, we'll go back to TCG player like this, Pokemon, White Flare, single cards, price high to low, and we're going to look, is there any commons? All right, that's not a Pokeball pattern. These Pokeball patterns are actually worth money. Wow, that is impressive. Did not know this. I want non-Pokeball patterns specifically. All right, Chase Common looks to be the Frillish. I don't even think we got any Frillish, to be honest with you, out of all those packs. Let's take a look real quick. There we go. Alright, looking for Frillish is the Chase common, I guess. Oh, we got one. Probably something to do with like what's played. Essentially, what we do is like process of elimination when it comes to this. We look for the stuff that is the chase commons, uncommons, and the files that we separate into. We pull them out and we list them on TCG Player. For some reason, like people go to shows looking for bulk stuff, but like I don't bring bulk to shows because 99.9% of the people don't want there to just be a bunch of like 151 bulk or like reverse hollows. Even the Pokeballs, like even if they're worth money, I would just rather sell them on TCG Player than anything like that. All right, so we have two Frillish, so we're looking for the common there. All right, is there any other common that's not a Pokeball? Pokeball, Ignite. Oh yeah, not worried about those. So we'll go to uncommons next. Pokeballs. So I guess Pokeballs are considered hits. I don't think the market's gonna stay high. Alright, so for the uncommons, the first chase is going to be Hilda. What's up, Roadkill? How you been, bro? Long time no see, my good sir. Alright, oh, we got two Hildas. That's pretty cool. Like I said, in the small set, you're going to have a lot of reprints. So when a set first comes out and people are dousing the market, you can sometimes get things before the market kind of like stabilizes at the lower level. So that's what we're doing with that. That's awesome, man. All right, the next one is the Brave Bangle. We have one. So we just finished opening up the two ETB white players, and I'm just kind of showing you guys like how I go about my process of elimination for listing stuff on TCG Player, and then just to kind of give you guys like the in-depth, like genuine value versus just doing the like illustrations, because apparently some of these Pokeballs and stuff that we pulled are actually worth money. So instead of me looking them up twice and doing that, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to look them up with you guys, and you're going to see like what I list them for on TCG Player. Because I'm not going to bring them to, I'm not going to bring like commons and uncommons and stuff like that to shows with me. The illustration reels I'll bring to shows, but I'm not going to bring that, and just kind of like share some knowledge into prices. So this way, if like people are opening this stuff, they know what's worth money. Especially when you have uncommons like the Odo that are a couple dollars. So two tool scrappers, three tool scrappers. That's all the uncommon. I appreciate that. So yeah, we'll do that, and then I'm not worried about the Durant. Oh, I got my elbow. Oh, that felt great. Sorry. Alright, so then we'll do that, and then the next thing we'll do is the rares. Oh, so there are Master Balls in this. I'm not crazy. Okay. We'll just probably put them up for a quarter. That's our bottom threshold is a quarter for the rares. So we'll do that in that order. Let's just keep this. Alright, that should be everything. I've moved those over there. Damn, my tape. Alright, should have moved the stuff out of my way in my penny sleeve so this way I can get access to them. But what you been up to? How's work been, man? If you haven't been inside TCG Player, this is what it looks like, by the way. So this is the this is like from the seller standpoint. So you can go to inventory. We're gonna do Pokemon. We're gonna go to SV down to Scarlet, or I'm sorry, SV White Flare. And so this is all the White Flare stuff. And so we're just gonna look names. Cool. So Tool Scrapper. So you have Near Mint, lightly played. We'll just probably do Near Mint, 25 cents. We have 3 of them. And then list quantity. That's how we do that. So this is like how, if you're not familiar with TCG Player, you're always curious like how this whole process works. This is literally what I do. But instead of me just looking things up twice, I'm just gonna do this with you guys. So do 0.5, 50 cents to round up. Do that. So that's there, 50 cents. Now, just because we listed for 50 cents does not mean that like that's what we're gonna get for the card. There are taxes and fees and stuff like that that we have to pay. So I want to make sure I didn't overdo that. All right, we have Brave, Bangle. We'll do Near Mint for $1.25. We have 1. Where are you on vacation right now? Adam didn't tell me you were going on vacation. Hilda, 205, very nice. Or 241, really. We got 2 of those. Visiting which don't you have like 7 sisters or something like that? Frillish, common. I'll just list it under Near Mint. I'm not trying to do the whole modern or let play thing right now. Yeah, Adam tells me you have like 7 sisters, so it's not a very. Is that the one in the military or? Alright, Blitzel. Like I said, my threshold is 25 cents. So if I click on something and how this is at 16 cents, I know that it's not going to go up. So I just won't list it. Not going to list it. Not know I had a reverse ignition energy. That's pretty cool. Crazy is that people in Pokemon are actually not very much into shiny copies of this of cards. For the most part, they just like the regular version. We'll do this one for a quarter. So we'll do this Rourke. 2, 3. I'm just pulling all of them out, so I'm not having to retype. 4. God damn. Just saves time in the long run. Yeah, 4 is Rourke's. That's crazy. Whole playset. It's usually like a selling point to people, so they don't have to buy from other people. They just buy the whole playset from me. All right. Next we have Cottony. Oh, so you're like right down the road. You're not that far from home. Tax? What tax? What you talking about, Willis? Texas. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna do the energies last, so I'm just gonna type in energy and do them all in one fell swoop. Sock! I think it's funny they named a Pokemon Sock. About 2 hours. How's your sister doing? Good? The Terrakion I just pushed. Stunfisk I just pushed, I think. Did you go out there by yourself or you with your mom? I didn't look that up, I'm sorry. Get mask. Oh, it's an M, not an N. I'm done. Your mask! Oh, okay. It's not bad. Slot that in for a quarter. You never know which one of your uncommons is going to be worth money when you're going through, especially like new sets and people are trying to like complete the master sets. You slip them in for a quarter and they'll just throw it in the cart, and because it's all one shipping. Have you made a choice as to what you want to do for the military? I am going to look up the Poké Balls at the end, by the way, for those that are waiting. Yep, see, like, this is an 85-cent reverse holofoil. No idea why. Oh, very nice. How long are you guys staying for? A week? Vanilla Ice over here. That chandelier looks cool. If you did do the military, would you do what your brother's doing? It's an 85-cent uncommon as well. Why? Like some of these things, uncommon, like the reverses, I have no idea why. Some of them might just be harder to pull, especially in these smaller sets. Like same job and everything? Or pursuing nursing? I'll slide this in. 16 cents is close enough to a quarter where sometimes people will pay the extra 9 cents, just throw it in the cart, versus being like around the market. Yeah. The rares, for the most part, don't really do well unless they're played, and even if they are played, because they're so open, they're not fair. Energy, Chandelure gets pushed. We have Goth. I can't type. But it is the Hella. Push. 5 parts push. Tornadus is push. Stunfisk is push. Verizon Wireless. Where are we? Are we connecting them all? I know that's not the Pokemon's name, but it reminds me of Verizon. Yeah. Push. Energy. Alright, we have Pack Rat. Guess I know that's not his actual name. I don't know if that's a push or not. Push. We have Main Fu. Like 99.9, I would say that. Like a good majority of the reverses aren't going to be worth much, but Alright, we're starting to get into the Pokeballs. I am just going to list the Garbodor, because I'm probably just going to end up getting it in a 10. I'm not trying to go through this whole thing of reading it. Yeah, alright, so there's a Pokeball. So 93 cents for the Garbodor Pokeball. I'll probably get the illustration rare graded as well in a 10 because it's the channel mascot. Do this. The reason the near mint value is so thing is because people list the warrant cards under it. So especially with these newer sets, you have to be careful. It's the wrong card. Also double checking that they're all Pokeballs and I didn't miss a Master Ball by some option. 60 cents isn't bad. See, we are learning the prices as we go. We got the Boufflant EX. I think we got two of those. Yuki is what it is, but that is okay. We did get two of them. We'll just actually put it at light play. Especially for the cheaper EXs, because these will normally get picked up just for people doing master sets and they're not played. So you just leave it under light play, and people are more likely to put light play in their cart because it's cheaper, and we don't really care. Lilia Pokeball. I'll put this for a quarter. Probably won't sell very quickly. Oh, just not a popular card. Alright, we have the Gigalant. This is the Pokeball. Yep. So, I mean, we got some Pokeballs. We just didn't get any of the, as of right now, none of the expensive ones. Alright, Reshiram EX. Okay, this one's not bad. We'll put it up for 50 cents. We got two of them. Yeah. Two. Semi. Let's see what this was at. This is the Pokeball. Another 50 cents. Seems to be the going price for the Pokeballs, 50 cents to $1. So if you have any, at least know where the market estimation is at. That doesn't mean it's going to stay there. I mean, this is a brand new set, so expect these prices to go down quickly over the next month, 2 months. Like you're trading, be very careful. Don't want to get stuck holding a big card at a price that you got it for a lot of money. Like we did. That's okay. Pokeball 163. It's impressive. Since the let's see what the jellyfish is at. Really? Oh, it's probably because it's played. Must be the chase double rare, the Jellicent EX. I don't keep up with like modern decks that are paper. That would be the logical explanation. It's like the Mew. Alright, the Terracon. The Terracon Pokeball is 90 cents, so. Because that doesn't make any sense. And our last Pokeball will be the Gigalith, and then we'll actually see what the price of. Oh, I did have another Pokeball. Okay, I had two of them. That makes sense. Yeah, I know that. Together. I'm always checking to make sure that I didn't miss a Master Ball. Let's see what the energies are going for, and that is the last thing we have to do. Ah, that would explain why it's... Yeah. Okay. Rarities. Common. Oh, I don't know where to even begin. All rarities. Product type. Set name. SVE is the set name. I have no idea where they put the... Yeah, probably. Sometimes I'll have people message me like, hey, can you send it faster? I'm like, yeah, I don't care. I don't think it'd be under Black Bolt. No. Um, one of these SVE. I have no idea where these energies are even listed. Yeah, none of these make sense. I don't even know where to begin to look for this. This is Shrouded Fable. So this says SVE. Okay. So if I was SVE... Oh, here we go. Scarlet and Violet Energies. Okay. Well, I'm glad I found this. Would have never known this. Alright, so we have basic fire energy 018. And we have the near mint reverse hollow 2 for 40 cents each. And we have the grass type energy. That one's at 29 cents. And then we have the darkness energy. 34 cents. And then we have the water energy. This is at really 10 cents. That's surprising. I guess water isn't like... So water and magic is very heavily played. Let's see what lightning energy is. 35 is better. We like 35 cents. All right, and that listing is everything that we opened. That's not an illustration there from this set. And I think that will just close out of this. But yeah, that's pretty much everything that we wanted to do tonight. I did have a lot of fun opening it. I hope you guys learned something with the TCG player stuff. Let me get watch hours real quick. All right, we are at 2889 as of today. So we are almost like at our breaking point for 100 watch hours. So there's a good chance that like after this week and everything catches up, that like next week we'll officially be monetized. I'm not sure like what that brings, if we will have like channel points or something like that. But I want to start having like interactions with you guys like at the streams, like at the shows and stuff. So what I was thinking was that once I get set up, I can like just start the stream and then we can like hang out and talk before the show starts. and then do some other stuff. I might incorporate some other things this weekend, so stay tuned for that. But I hope everybody has a fantastic, trash-tastic evening. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate all y'all's support, and we will see you guys live tomorrow for Trash's Trainer Tuesday. Appreciate you, Slayer, America, and everybody else. Roadkill that stopped in. Haunter. Have a fantastic evening, y'all. Deuces!